Last Tuesday night, Team Relentless. I'm glad for everyone that's plugged in tonight. One of the beauties of this business actually is that we get to be our bosses and run our business wherever. So it's definitely something you come to appreciate. Huge shout out to everybody that got plugged in, locked in on time, or even early, because at the end of the day, you have to understand that if you've ever had a job, not gonna get paid if you don't clock in, or you're not gonna get keep your job if you don't do the work. And this is the way that you are actually working your own business. My name is Myra Ferreira. I am one of your executive elites. And as you can see, I'm not home right now, but just being transparent with you guys as a parent, being able to really enjoy the things that life offers us is something that I'm so grateful for with this industry. And in particular, this business that transformed my life. I got started in 2018, and things have never been the same. I've been able to grow. I've also been able to witness so much growth around me, like the leaders that hop on these training sessions every Tuesday night and just give of themselves and give those cheat codes. Because why not learn from someone that's done something and been able to create success from it? That's what we get to do with these. So give yourself some space, give yourself the time to be able to take this information in. Think about class being in session, and it's a way again that you're clocking into work. So it's likely that my camera is going to go off. I want to go over some recap notes on the founders call today before we get into the training session. Of course, we had our VP of Sales, Mr. Chris Holder, on board, Sue, as well as Paramount, just speaking to us about where our company is at right now and the things that are forthcoming. Here's what's amazing. If you notice in our back office, or if you have not yet noticed, take a look, because one beautiful thing is our company is going to really highlight the events that are upcoming. You can register for our local and upcoming events, such as what we have happening this Saturday in New York. But there are going to be more events coming. And again, that's where you can always keep yourself in the know. There is also monitorship that has been a result or an outcome since our hold and the suspension that occurred over this past summer, where we had to learn things and grow, but it really gave us space to become that much better of a company. And what Sue shared with us is the updated status. The current report has been excellent. We received a few suggestions. There are some of the social media templates that have been removed, such as the looking for 100 single moms. We don't want to categorize anyone. I'm going to tell you the truth. As a single mom, I love to have the recognition of being able to do that and being able to relate to others. But we also don't want to exclude anybody, and we don't want to assume anything. So again, that was just guidance. So we'll have social media templates that will be updated as a result of the suggestions. And also, instead of saying how we can remove obsolete or negative items or negative information, a suggestion that came from Sue was actually saying we can help with inaccurate information, because it gives you kind of that cushion where you're not making false promises. And it is true, our company in this process, being a client of the protection plan membership, enables people to get rid of inaccurate information. So ultimately, the feedback from that mentorship was a big win for the company. So again, throw some flames in the chat, celebrate that, because that means that we're just continuing to make strides. And how many companies can actually say things like that? Very few, if any, whatsoever. So something that's new and what's an update as well that was shared on the founders call are title recognition certificates. So all the way from the level of associate trainers, or what used to be before field trainers, up to ambassadors or VPs at those positions, you will actually be recognized at any national or regional event. I think that's amazing. People need to know how real it is, how achievable it is to hit those titles and grow. And who doesn't want to celebrate their wins, right? So we get to have those recognitions. So anyone going to New York, I'm sure they'll be implementing that as well. But I think it's just a beautiful thing, because people stay where they're celebrated. And think about how many times people might be miserable where they are because no one appreciates what they do, but not our company, not this space, and not what we get to do. Again, those will be celebrated from that title, from associate trainer, field trainer, all the way up to ambassador or VP status, and it'll be recognized at every meeting. I think that's a beautiful thing. Now, another thing that Paramount as well shared with us is that we're going to have updated credit report and monitoring details. That's going to go live next week, and we're going to have beautiful updates. Also, the business funding has been successful. We've gotten 10 deals already approved. So of applicants submitted, approvals secured, business funding issued out. for 10 deals, I think that's phenomenal. So get ready for what's coming to 2023. I mean, this is amazing. We're stepping into the brand new year that much better of a company without offering that much service. And the commissions for any of those business funding applicants and approved applicants and recipients is going to be paid out in the second week of the volume month. So it's going to tag along to those infinity bonus payouts. So again, be ready for a nice fatter check the second week of each month. I mean, who wouldn't want to get paid even more? So the other thing as well is that we're going to be working on building business credit. Paramel is in the process of closing contracts right now. It's going to go live in the next few weeks. And what that means is it'll be launched and activated by December. So again, we're closing 2022 out extremely strong, and we're gonna just be fired up for 2023. Now, mark your calendars as of now. Convention will be in February. The date was not secured yet, but just be mindful of that. February 2023, and it's gonna be in Orlando. So if you're not already living in the Sunshine State, you get to come out, vibe with so many of us. I'm spoiled. Still like myself, Jackie, many of our other leaders, we get to be spoiled because those events happen here in our state. So again, convention will be in Orlando again this February 2023. So before we get into the training session tonight, there was something that I just really observed, and I wanted to share this with you all. I had a conversation with David and Arnold last night and a few others that had met at a local event that we do each Monday in Tampa. And Chris Holder, who's doing great as our VP of sales, just bringing that energy and experience with so much he's been able to learn from building successful businesses repeatedly and then bringing that skill set here. He kind of recapped our accountability tool. So that's something new. You can find that document in your back office. And what it made me really realize is that if I look back in the years of me being in this industry and in the years of me being able to generate a paycheck doing this, the times where those efforts, where that time, where that effort, where that thought, where that emotion and that energy went to my business and I was writing it down, I could show y'all composition book after composition book. But anytime I ever actually wrote things down and had some way to account for it, actually sum things up, add the numbers, or even see the list of either contacts, new followers, new telephone numbers, new text messages, when I was able to quantify it, that was able to directly translate into my paycheck. So if you're not yet using it, if you haven't seen it yet, please log into the back office, take a look at the new accountability worksheet. Think about, again, what I've referenced in the beginning. Even when it comes to a traditional job, there has to be something in exchange for your presence. There has to be something in exchange for your payroll. There has to be something in exchange for how you're going to make this real for you, rather than just be a wish, rather than just be something you would like, rather than just have it be a hobby. Our mind is only capable of doing so much, which is a lot, but at the same time, how much of that are you able to retain? So many times you can have conversations with potentials, but if you turn around and walk away, you can have a conversation with someone else. If you're not holding yourself, if you're not keeping the accountability to that, it's going to be next to impossible for you to quantify that and have that translate into commas in your paychecks and those extra zeros that extend that amount and make it increase. So that was really my share. I wanted to kind of help set the tone for that. I know that our training for tonight is just going to be a great way to start. This is the first week of the 5-week volume month. Another thing you're going to want to be very familiar with is that this Sunday, there was a launch on an increased pay for any new associates. So when you have agents that join you, you can make as much as $810 starting at the regional sales director position and up, which is incredible. That's about twice of what it is at that level, or what it was at that level. So there's a lot of people that are preparing to have amazing Christmases and also phenomenal New Year's Eve and an amazing start out to 2023. So again, I just wanted to start off pointing those things out, just having a few points. And I'm going to get myself out of the way so we can get into this training, guys. Now, look, I've met this boss lady years back, and I've been able to literally grow side by side with her. We started very close in time as far as getting introduced to this business and partnering. She's been impactful in so many ways to a great deal of people, regardless of whether or not they were on her team, regardless of whether or not she had any monetary compensation for it. But she reached a level where her business volume each month was $50,000 every single month. So there's a lot of people that don't even make that in a year. To know that that's how big she was able to expand this business, the same business that you signed up for, the same business that you filled out an application online and have access to all the tools that she used, was able to translate into her life, give her freedom, and also be able to give her the power of doing the things that she loves most. She's a mom as well, had a UE baby during the season of us being here in this business and building. She's been so resourceful, and I've witnessed her growth. It's something that I definitely want to recognize and tell you all, you're in for a treat. I know that she's going to go into a great and powerful skill set when it comes to how to talk to people about this, how to just get things set up, how to set the tone. So you want to make sure you're paying attention. I know she's continuing the running, very close to go ahead and break through additional titles. I'm excited to see what we all do, but I know that she's going to do her thing, be it this or whatever. She has a nickname of Jackie of all trades because she has been experienced and well-versed in several topics. But again, she's always been super resourceful. So listen up, guys. Class will be in session. Please give all of your undivided attention to none other than Jackie Garcia. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you guys hear me? Drop a one in the chat. No, awesome, awesome. Welcome. Thank you, boss lady. Thank you, Myra. Thank you guys for being on tonight. How's everybody doing? Let's drop some fire in the chat for Myra, guys. She's out here, with her daughters. Talk about time and freedom, right? You get to be where you want, with who you want, and still be part of the training and host the training, right? That's powerful because, guys, not too many people get to do those things, okay? I was, called not too long ago to see if I could train tonight, and that's what we do. We do what we got to do. We drop what we have to do, and we are committed, right? So consistency is a big deal. So Myra was just explaining, right, that we are going to go over, it's the 5-week calendar month, and we are going to go over how to approach people, how to speak to people. It doesn't matter where you are. Everybody needs to know what you do, right? And if you are not, a person that likes to speak with people, then you should just follow, the art of forming, right? We talk about this a lot, and a lot of us, we know how to form people, but for those that are new, you guys want to pay attention and take notes, right? So I'm going to go over on how to form, and then we should be breaking out in some sessions and kind of practice, right, on forming each other. So give me 1 second. Let's see if you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Thumbs up?
Yes, we can see it. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Myra. Okay, perfect. So we want to talk about the art of forming, right? How to speak with a prospect effectively, right? I'm a person that anybody I speak to, I've been getting, a lot of messages in my inbox, and a lot of people are saying, I'm interested in your post. I'm like, all right, what post are you talking about? Because I post a lot of things. I post for agents, I post for credit, I post for this, I post for that. So I need these people to be a little bit more specific. But in that, I take advantage of letting them know, I'm sorry, were you looking for business credit? You need help with your credit? You need help with, business funding? Do you need help? Are you looking for a second stream of income? Can you be a little bit specific? Because I'm Jackie of all trades, right? So and right then and there, they know that I have a lot to offer, right? I can help them in multiple ways. So anyways, when you are looking at the word form, right? The F stands for family, right? Or where you're from. So when I meet somebody, let's say I meet a complete stranger, I'm not going to say, I'm going to start with a compliment, obviously, right? You want to always start with a compliment, especially if you don't know that person. Even if you know them, you want to say something nice, right? Because everybody likes to be kind of, complimented on. And when you meet somebody, if it's at the gas station, or, oh my God, I like those shoes. I like the color of your hair. You got red on, I got blue, and then that's how you start kind of breaking the ice, right? And then you're like, hey, where you from? Oh, you're from New York? Yeah, oh my God, we can definitely vibe, right? But if it's somebody that you know and you haven't spoken to them in a while, obviously you're not going to be like, where you're from. You know who they are, you know where they're from, but you're going to say, hey, how's the family? how's everybody doing, right? Now, the O is for occupation. Right after you ask, this is how you form a person, whether you're sitting at a bar, or whether you're at a hookah lounge, whatever it is. Hey, where you're from? Nice, meeting you. What do you do for a living, right? You want to ask them what's their occupation in a discreet way, like what it is that you do for a living, and recreation. And we're going to go specifically on each one of these, right? But recreation, what do you do for fun? What is it that you like to do for fun? And after that, you want to deliver the message, but you want to give them a trail. You don't want to give them the whole, you don't want to tell them the whole movie, right? So you also want to say, awesome, if I could show you a way where you could have more time, right? Because if you this is your occupation and you don't have a lot of time, right? That's what you don't really like about your job. If I could show you a way to have more time and not have to, be stuck behind a cubicle, would you be interested in hearing what I got, hearing about it, what I have to, show you? Obviously, we're not going to show these individuals then and there, because depending where we are, we're trying to move fast, but you want to get some type of information exchange, whether it's social media. Hey, what's your Facebook? What's your Instagram? Let me follow you, right? That's the easiest way to follow people. Or let me get your number. Let me give you, my business card. Send them your digital business card so you could get their information and you won't lose track of them. All right. So like I was explaining to you, when it comes to the family or where you're from, right? When it's when you're forming them, you want to ask them where they're from. Do you have family here? Do you have children? And if it's somebody you want to ask them, how's your family? How's the wife? How's the husband? Right? And again, when you're asking them about the occupation, what it is that you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking, what do you like most about what you do? What do you like least about what you do? Those things you want to ask them when you're asking them about their occupation. All right. And recreation.
So hey, Jackie, you know what? If you don't, pardon me, I don't want to like knock out, mess with your flow. But one thing I did want to also comment that I find just a really good icebreaker, easy suggestion. Again, when aside from the people that where you can ask them, hey, how are the kids? How are little Mikey and Sue, and etc. When it comes to breaking the ice for someone brand new or a complete stranger, and what we say cold market, here's one thing that's super simple and it works very, very often. Say, hey, so are you a Tampa native? Like, for example, use your city as a reference. I would say Tampa because that's where I'm based. Hey, are you a Tampa native? Has Tampa always been your home? You'd be surprised at how many people are proud of where they're from and they're eager to tell you, no, you know what? I'm originally from New York. I moved out here because of family. Or if they don't volunteer that information, guess what? Now that you can segue into opening that conversation. Oh, so you're from California. What brought you to Tampa? And they might say family, or they might say work. Maybe they got transferred, or maybe it was educational. Maybe it was their kids. So again, these are just ways for you to have a mindset on how broad you can really open up those conversations and, take it.
Yeah. Myra is 100% right, guys. I know a lot of people ask me where I'm from. And I'm like, I live here, right? I'm from here now, but I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx, right? And a lot of people, when I give them my phone number, 718, they know it's a New York number, right? So when you asking them about what is it that you do for fun when you're not working, right? What is it that you like to do? Because now when you deliver the message, you want to know, obviously, what's hurting them when it comes to their occupation, right? What do you like least about what you do? Because you want to remember that, right? And you also want to know what they like to do for fun. So if I can help you, relieve you from what you dislike from what you do, and you can have more time to do what you really like to do when you're not working, a lot of people are going to be open-minded to listen to that, right? And again, like I was just saying, the message, the money, or the motivation, whatever it is, you don't want to give them everything, but you want to at least pique their interest. Okay. So pretty much that's that on the forming. And we're going to choose, right, when we go out now to the break rooms. Arnold is going to help me with that if I'm not mistaken, but we're going to see if we do the break rooms. We have 11. Oh, we have 12. We had 12. Now we have 11 people, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break out in some rooms, and we're going to form each other, right? And we'll come back and we're gonna see, we're gonna give constructive criticism. Oh, we have 10 people. People are just dropping. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to go over with you guys, was the art of forming each other, right? This is something that has really helped me, and has helped a lot of us here. I remember when I used to not know this. I used to just mumble, talk about this and that, and really, if you follow this, you actually get this done within a couple of minutes, and you'll get that person's social media, their information, whatever it is. All right. So where am I? Oh, Arnold. Okay, co-host. Okay, good. So yeah, that's my part. Arnold, are you on?
Yeah,
Hey, yeah,
looks like he's
superstar. I'm
taking the
here.
host.
I'll break them off, but I'm driving.
Oh, okay. Okay. David, or is David available? If you're driving, we don't want you to, see if David, are you available? I don't know how to do the breakout rooms.
I would check as host if you're on a laptop, because I'm also on my mobile device, Jackie. If you could take a look at possibly meeting settings, or maybe Arnold can walk you through on how to do it, because I know from my mobile device I'm not able to do the breakout.
Okay. Yes. So now I'm host. Okay. So I see here. Okay, I see breakout rooms. Create 2, 3. So it's 11 of us. Like 4 breakout rooms, I think will be good.
I think so.
Okay. Automatically assigning people. Okay. So let's see if that is good. All right. So let's do it. Open all. Okay. Chuck, do you hear me? Chuck, David, do you guys hear me? There's 4 rooms, there's 10 participants. Okay. All right, let's see. Out of 12, we got 4 back.
That's because we got the upper hand advantage.
There goes Chuck. There goes Chuck. Yay. I think I did good with the breakout rooms.
I'm kind of liking this round of training this time because I've been ending up in the room with the top bosses and stuff like that. So it's like I'm having fun. Last week, the week before, I had between Jackie and Chris, and then I ended up with David and Joey got the same time. So I was like, can you send me back to the other room?
Yeah.
Listen, that wasn't enough
Arnold,
time
what's your
to
name, sir?
form
I'm sorry.
everybody.
Oh my God, I thought it was only 2
Like,
or 3
like,
in the
like
room.
it wasn't enough time. Like, we had one more story to go through. Actually,
Oh,
two.
I got
Who
some
didn't
good
do theirs?
feedback
We
for
can do it
some
right
pros.
now.
I did the form one. I did one.
We could do it
Yeah.
right now. I didn't know if we was there too long, because
No, that's not enough time.
I was
There's like
lost
3
in
people.
space.
You gotta
I was
talk.
lost in the
It takes
space.
more than 2 minutes to form somebody. Let's be realistic here.
She's doing a trial run. That's what it is. So next time it's her turn to do this again, she knows how much time to set and she knows how to do the breakout rooms without no hesitation. This is a trial run for Jackie.
Hey, we could do the
Ay,
breakout
ay, ay.
rooms again. I got the breakout room button right here. You want me to break out? Let's break out. No, for real, for real. If you guys want to go back, we still have time. It's only 9:42, so I'm down.
Well, I
if
can
you
just give an observation, guys, in our room. And, Chad did a great job. But maybe what you might, see or hear in your rooms is, you want to be, when it comes to forming, you want to be as natural as possible. When Chad was doing it in our room, he did a great job. But, it's something as simple as, asking somebody their name. Chad did a great job, but he forgot to ask me my name, but it was it was smooth enough that really I almost forgot that he didn't ask me my name until Myra came in and said, you didn't ask him his name, and I was like, he didn't ask me my name, but also you want to stay away from rushing people along, because consciously we're thinking, okay, I'm going to form this person, I'm going to form this person, I'm going to form this person, instead of thinking I'm just going to have a conversation with this person. Because if you're thinking in your mind, hey, I'm going to form them, then you have a tendency to rush them along, with the okay, saying okay after everything. And we all done it. And you kind of want to stay away from that. You want to just listen, let them speak. And then when they sort of have that pregnant pause, then you go into the next phase. But you don't want to feel like, or a person to feel like you're rushing them. But also, you also got to remember your situation and where you're at as well. Like we had a situation where I was in Walmart, and then Chad comes and ask me about my haircut. That's great. If you're a black guy, you like talking about your haircut, especially if it look fresh, And so you want to say, he asked me, hey, where'd you get your haircut? I told him on Headlines on 54. Are you familiar with the city? And he said, yeah, familiar with the city. And then he said, okay. And then, hey, what do you do? Well, I'm retired military and I work for Amazon. Now, what Myra pointed out is anytime someone says that they have anything to do with the military, what's the next thing you always do? I mean, it's you thank them for their service. Hey, I want to thank you for your service. What branch were you in? How many years did you serve? Because, that's a point in someone's life that they're really proud of. Hey, I served our country. But that's a way that you really can kind of get in and just kind of listen, but listen genuinely that way. Because the one thing about military, man, we can smell bullshit. So if you're just saying it, thank you for your service, and you don't mean it, we can kind of see that. So if you're just, what's it called, just being cliche about it. But thank you for your service, and then you let them talk, and then you go into the next thing. People say, hey, I want to do it real quick, but if you got somebody's attention, listen to them a little bit, and then obviously you want to make sure you get their contact information. And Myra did a good point. If you're not going to ask for their phone number, I'm sort of old school. I shoot a phone number, I get a phone number. But if you're going to do the whole social route, because we live in a different age right now where people really connect on social, make sure that you follow them and they follow you on the spot. You don't want to say, hey, okay, shoot me a screenshot or whatever of your socials, here's my number or whatever. You want to make sure that that connection can be made, and then it's made right then and there, because people forget. And then next thing you know, if you got, a bunch of Michael Smiths, and you're trying to find a Michael Smith that looks like the person that you were in Walmart, well, good luck with that, because now if you're trying to find an Arnold Bogarty, I'm the only black Arnold Bogarty probably in America. So you're going to find me. That's why I had to change my name to Mike for a while. But anyway, guys, but yeah, just little things, little tips that went on in our room. But I think Chad did a great job.
Awesome. Thank you, Arnold, for that. Congratulations, Chad. Anybody else was able to form in another room? Any feedback, guys?
Hey, Jackie, it's Myra. Thank you, Arnold, and Chad. Of course, you did great. You really did overall. I like these interactions because, again, they're putting you to put the actual skill set to the test. But one thing that really has helped a lot in that forming is whenever I've asked or found out what someone else is doing, it's always been a pretty good win to ask them how long they've been doing it. And then when it's anything past 6 months, or even like what I play off on the time and how long they've done what they've done is if somebody's given a profession or a business or a company 5 years or X amount of years of their life to it, it's so much easier to have them open up about their pain points when I say, sorry guys, sorry. Alrighty. So it's much easier for me to get them to volunteer their pain points when I say, oh, you must love what you do. And again, that gives them a chance to open up. Well, no, I hate it. Or actually, no, yeah, I'm really good about it. And that way you're getting to know them more. Again, sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if I was cut off. But again, it gives them the chance to tell you more about who they are and what they do. And if they're passionate about something, you might even get a little bit of their color in there. If they're in healthcare, oh, you must really love to help people. And there's a way to circle that back around with what we do. We love to be able to help people and make an impact. And they can volunteer that information for you pretty easily. So, just a suggestion, guys. Sorry about the noise.
No, you're good. Well, thank you so much for the feedback, guys. This is a great way to practice. And we're going to do more practicing on the next trainings. We're going to continue to do more on your stories. You want to always learn how to tell your story in about 2 minutes or so, and always know how to form your people. But like the leaders were saying, you want to have a natural conversation with a person, and you want to listen to them before cutting them off and kind of speaking over them, right? So the forming does work well with me. I form people every day, no matter where we are at. I let people know exactly what it is that I'm doing, and I don't care where I'm at, all right? But it does work, and it has been helping. We have to take advantage of these 5-week guys, and we have double cabs right now. So we want to make sure that we're out there, we're in groups, we're posting in groups, it's working. I've been posting. I got a big shout out today from one of my clients that I had back in 2018. He started fixing his credit with his wife. He was referred to me by a realtor, the realtor that I don't even know. I know him through Facebook. We're completely strangers. And these individuals bought a house over by Wesley Chapels. They lived in the house for like a year. They sold the house. Now they had to fix their credit again because they was looking to build a home. They were able to build their home, and they just got their keys to their home just the other day. And they gave me a big shout out. And that is amazing because, that's exactly what we do, and that's a proven fact. Those are real people doing their thing, and they follow the system, right? If you follow the system, you will see progress, you'll see success, you'll accomplish your goals, guys. So we do have something that people need, and we need to be out there and letting them know and doing these consultations, right? What is what happened, Chad? What is the assignment?
Oh, I was just curious, like what's what's going to be the assignment for when we get off. Form 3 people a day. I see you, David.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I see what David said. Yeah. Form 3 people a day. Okay.
Yeah, and another
That's
assignment,
doable.
guys, really is to plant seeds right now. I mean, we have today's the 16th, 17th. The 5-week goes all the way until I think a little bit past Christmas. I mean, if we take advantage of these double cabs and really, really show people the value, I mean, for the people that's on here, and even for the people that's not even on here, for the people who are soon to be on your team, you just let them know, hey, it could be a really good end to the year and start to next year for a lot of people financially. And, take advantage of these calls. A lot of the time in the first week of any volume month, that's like almost a seed planting week. You may not have a lot of enrollments, but what you're trying to do is plant those seeds. That way, week 2, week 3, now when the people who maybe said he didn't have the money, or, maybe didn't want to take advantage of the hardship, maybe they said, hey, they wanted to join when they had all the money, whatever it is, you're just planting those seeds. And that's why you start to see a lot of enrollments like week 2, week 3, week 4, definitely week 5 of volume months, because you planted the seeds in the first week. And I've been definitely tuning into the Tuesday night, Thursday night, and Saturday presentations that the company's been having. And guys, they're getting sharp with those things. I mean, they're professionally run. They're getting the information out there. They're not, an hour, 2 hours long. They're about 35 minutes. And that is a great tool to use. You have the best people in our company, but you can see the passion in those people that are actually doing the presentation. It's like, you can feel it through what they're saying, because of the comeback that we've had and where we're going. So I would encourage everyone, just to get out there and invite. I took the advice of Morgan on the training and did a story, instead of me posting, just only posting, hey, I'm doing a financial literacy webinar. I forgot what I posted, but you got to go to my Facebook and post it. I actually did it on my story and did a poll. And I said, hey, I'm having a webinar tonight of financial literacy, 8 p.m. If you're interested and want information, click the yes. And that was it. And I had 5 people click the yes. They got on. I followed up with them, and we'll see about getting them started. But, that's how, just using creative ways and also being in training, I would have never thought to use my story that way until, even though it's something simple, now that I think back on it, if I didn't hop on Sunday's training. And I was like, wow. And it worked out, because now people are viewing it. You see who's viewing it, but now they are definitely interested when they hit yes. And when they hit yes, it's private. So they're not, being, I guess, some people don't like to comment me or yes when you put a post, because then people can see who they are. But if you're just out there, you're making a statement, or they see you walking, they want to click on it because they see you as a person. And then you get the information out there, and then it's, hey, yes or no. And, people look at it, you see who looks at it, but, the people that say yes, you get them the information out there. So I think we should utilize that a lot more. But you want to go ahead and plant those seeds, guys, because, the last thing you want to do is during this holiday season, wanting to, maybe purchase your wife something, or your husband, or your kids, mom, dad, family members, or whatever, and you're unable to do it when you had the information, but you also had the platform to make it a great end of the year. But because maybe we were a little lazy, or maybe because we still have a little bit of fear, or we're not sure, we decide not to do it. And then you're not able to provide your family with everything that you want to provide them with. And so let's really take advantage of the next 5 weeks in order to make this the best new year, and then leading the momentum up going into convention in February. So I'll give it back to Jackie, let her end it. Great training, girl. And then, guys, let's get it.
All right. Hey, guys, I just wanted to jump in and chime in, man. I know a phenomenal training. If you guys felt that was fire, obviously let Jackie know. I wanted to kind of chime in also and let you guys know I'm here with Tony Camilleri, right? And we here still working, networking, and putting in form. And I just wanted to let you guys know, man, if you're not forming, you guys are not going to be able to go in, bring in the new year. For those people that wait until the new year, you're not going to be able to have the success. And if you guys weren't on that founders call and you guys didn't see or hear everything that was going on, a lot of changes about to be made, guys. We about to have the business credit going into play. And I would definitely encourage you guys to do the assignment. Form 3 a day. If you do 3 a day, you know, you'll have 100 people that you form that want to know your information. You know, it's funny because we obviously were in UWE together, but it was forming. It was like, you know, conversations at the bar, at the events that we got to communicate with each other and be able to learn, you know, what he did for a living, right? What he, you know, what was his niche, where he was from, right? What he was looking to do. And because of that, we established a relationship. So that's really all forming is, guys, establishing relationships. And by doing that, you guys take yourself from being introverted to extroverts naturally. I tell people, you can't outform me. You can't outfriend me. Because if I run out of all my leads, naturally, I'll come to a place like this and I'm leaving with at least 3, 4, 5 contacts. So definitely put it to use, guys. Apply what you learned, and definitely look forward to seeing everybody. You know, we're going to be training next week on onboarding, launching, and getting started. So the more people you got coming in, the more people are going to be officially trained and know what to do coming in next Tuesday. So God bless everybody. Good night. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Arnold. Myra, always phenomenal job. And let's get it.
Let's do it. Thank you, guys. Have a
God
good night.
bless everyone. Thanks, Jackie,
Yeah,
Arnold, everyone. Blessed
guys.
night.
Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Myra.